I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Okay, so this is going to really help you if you are a guard and you're wanting to go into this weekend's Puma event with the goal to absolutely farm rep. Kill it this Puma. If you want to do that, this is the build for you. If you're currently a Superstar 1 or lower, you could be an SS3 if you're a Superstar 1. You could be an SS3 by the end of Puma, and I'm not exaggerating at all. If you grind like 10 hours on the 3 times and 4 times with this build, you could easily jump 150%. You could, in the Superstar category, that is. So yeah, given you've got a good team around you, they're willing to catch lobs and let you get pick and roll assists, attack assists, all of those playmaking related assists, it'll add up significantly, and this is definitely the build for you. You can probably already see to the left over here, let me grab my controller, I've got 2 builds that are playmakers, so I'm not just saying this, I really have made them myself. I'm using them, it's my account, I've grinded them, not like, you know, some other YouTubers I see, they're not even on their accounts and they're making whatever Trey Burke build, blah blah blah, Trace McGrady, whatever build they're making. This is the one. Obviously that's boot camp, and this is going to be formula, but first comes Puma. So yeah, I'm using that to grind Puma, and obviously it'll transfer to formula as well. Going into the My Player builder, obviously it's a point guard, has to be. Right-handed jersey number, whatever, that's personal preference. The pie chart, however, pure yellow, playmaking pie chart. Physical profile, now that's up to you. I did flirt with the idea of going the like kind of vertical / agility, because you do get contact dunks at 99.9 on this build, which is incredibly valuable. But again, I'm not sure if I want to give up the speed and acceleration, although you're gaining a lot and trading very little. I took this profile, but if you want and you love dunking, you know, I'd probably take that. But yeah, I went that. Okay, now to things that you can't play around with. This is how you make the build. So driving dunk, you want to take that to 79. Driving layup, 63. You don't get any badges in finishing. Doesn't really matter. You get 1, I guess. Put that on contact dunks. But yeah, 63 layup. That's only there because you have a couple of extra points by the time we go through everything else. Shooting. Now this is it's really important actually. You get 15 badges, which is a lot for shooting. It's enough. Max out everything, but then go back and take 2 off your mid-range shot. Now why you do that, sorry, is if you put 79 or 78 in, sorry, 79 or 80, it's late, 79 or 80, that'll become a mid-range playmaker. I'll put that on screen now to show you that. If you want to make that, go for gold, but this video is probably not for you. This is about rep, and the mid-range, it needs to be 78 to make it a pure playmaker. Much like the finishing as well, if you play around with that and put things too high, like your close shot or layup, it becomes a slashing playmaker. I get it if you want to, you know, go for 99.9 and be contact dunking and with 30 playmaking badges, by all means go for it, but not on this build. Max out your pass accuracy, max out your ball handle, and put your post moves to 81. Now why we do that? Well, you can probably see it's max playmaking badges, 30, any less, 29. 81 post moves is the perfect number. Now defensively, this build is a clamp. I'm telling you right now, I've clamped some very good players with this build, and it wasn't even maxed at the time. I think it was like 80 overall, and I was clamping well. So perimeter defense 75, lateral quickness 74, max it. Max steal, max lateral quickness, max perimeter defense, max all that, and defensive rebound. You want to put your block to 35, but this is personal preference, and then offensive rebound to 50. If you don't think you're going to be blocking anyone, you want to snag some boards, chuck it up to 57. It's not going to change anything, but yeah, play around with those two if you'd like. But pause the video right now if you want to go make this yourself. They are the attributes and where to put them, and I think it's what, 57? Is that 57 or 56? 16, 46. Wow, okay, 57. 50, that's decent, isn't it? 57 badges total. That's yeah, quite nice. Alright, I thought it was 56 for some reason for ages. Alright, height 6'5". Why we do that? 80 contact dunks, and we're also getting an 80 defensive rebound, which is crazy. I've been snagging over centers, but yeah, it's another story. We also lose 0 pass accuracy, we lose 0 ball handle, and we don't lose any speed or acceleration at 6'5", which is OP, absolutely OP. Anyway, weight, the best weight is 179, simply because you keep 1 interior defense and you gain the 2 lateral quickness. But weight, that's your choice. You can make it heavy, you can make it lighter, do whatever you please. Wingspan, however, minimum, we want to take our mid-range to 80. We want our 3-point to jump to 78, which is huge with 15 badges. You should be greening, you can green quite comfortably. Minimum wingspan. Alright, takeover, personal preference. I mean, if you really want to take the shot creator, you can. Obviously, I'd recommend the playmaking though. You can drop people like I did to AI in these clips. I've had so many crazy animations. I'll play some now, but yeah, I've had ridiculous animations with this build at like 90 overall. It's been fun to see some of the animations I've gotten. But that is the build. In my opinion, you know, it's one of the best guard builds for farming rep. It's going to be extremely useful for Puma, but thinking ahead for me, you know, at 75, it's amazing for boot camp, and then when it's maxed, when I've got my build currently maxed, going into Formula in 2 weeks, you know, I've got a red hot shot. Anyway, if this has helped you at all, feel free to drop a like. I appreciate it. Sub if you enjoy the content, and if you watched until the end, comment cross with 3 S's for a reward. The first person to comment, I'll DM you on Twitter. Put your Twitter in the comment, and I'll DM you and let you know what you want.